When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. I want to give us an instance. For example, this pen. This pen is produced, right, for a specific reason, a specific purpose. We all know the purpose of a pen, to write. And if we use this pen as a drumstick, it is not actually fulfilling its purpose, right? For example, we use it to, you know, on a desk or on a chair or on your bed, on the wall. But what's its purpose? Its purpose is what? To write. That's its initial purpose, literally. Now, sometimes we are ignorant of the use of some things, so we use them abnormally. And it is not okay if it comes to our own lives as young people, because most times when we do not know the reason, our why, our essence, the essence of our existence, right? We tend to abuse our potential. We tend to copy someone else's gifts and then think we want to be like somebody when we are uniquely created. Yes. So what is purpose? Purpose is the reason for your existence. Purpose is why we are alive. Purpose is why we are existing. So when we answer the question of purpose in question mark, why, then every other thing will follow. Ambitions without fulfillment is useless. There is this state of dissatisfaction. Why am I not passionate about this thing? It's because most times we tend to pursue ambition than pursue purpose. And that is the actual issue. That's the major problem. And then after a while, we start pursuing. Then just at a bridge, we just feel empty. Young people also are being toned down on, having depression. Why? People go through a lot. People go through low self-esteem, depression, anxiety, peer pressure, peer influence, and it's due to they want to feel important. They do not know. I don't want to use the word, but I'm going to say it here. I'm going to say it. I'm not actually here. They do not have sense of direction. When we tend to, want to be among the crowd every single time, we lack sense of direction. From my JSS1, I'm telling you a story. My JSS1 down to JSS3, I experienced, what would I say? I was just chasing the crowd, right? I was just chasing the crowd. And I was like scalar quantity. I didn't have direction. Was just here, was just there. I was a clown from my junior class, right? Fast forward, right? JSS3. I came home. My labra met me. We spoke. And our conversation just turned everything around. Yeah, it turned everything, my own life. I didn't actually remember bit by bit what he was telling me, but man, it was, how somebody will speak to you, right? And it will be as if someone is like chatting through your soul. Ismaila brother, and I had to listen to him with sobriety, and just had to just keep quiet and listen to him. Man, first term, I had to sit down. SS1 first term, sat down in class, decided to, all right, excuse myself from the people that I was with, from JS1 to JSS3, and well, my life turned around. And that doesn't mean they're bad. They had their own life to live. I too had my own life to live, man. And that's actually when you know your purpose. You know why you are here. You know the people that will carry you along. You know the people that you go on that journey with. You know the people that there is a bus stop you are going to. There is a bus stop that you are going to depart. Yeah. So that's how it is. And we're still cool. But I discovered that my purpose is actually I'm heading somewhere and I need to focus. Now, purpose is hidden your ability. Yeah. Let us say your mobile phone. If your mobile phone is switched off, can you use it while it's off? No, it can't function. I mean, that's the fact, right? It cannot function. If you switch it on, right, and everything is in order, maybe the system is trying to adjust and everything is just in order, you can use it, right? That's it to us. Our purpose is inside us. Our purpose is deep inside us. But when it is not activated, Stay with me, please. Activation, that is discovery first, planning on how to pursue it second, and also consistently doing that thing, then focus. This four. Activating it is something that we should discover. Now that's discovery and everything regarding to it. When we discover our purpose, it is very easy for us to pursue. And it will just be easy to flow, just like the fish. A fish in a river, it can just easily flow. It is not troubled. Right? Are we getting it? And that's how it is for us. When we are living inside our purpose, right? We can just flow with it easily. It won't give us that kind of stress. I'm not saying we won't face challenges, right? But it won't be as tough as when you are not pursuing your purpose. Let me give us a clue on how we can actually see our purpose. For example, what do you do frequently that it's more like you can easily flow with it? You don't actually care what people would say about it. You do it in and out of your day, every single day of your life. For me, for example, I sing. I can sing anywhere. I can sing anywhere. Fun fact, in secondary school, I was a choir master, and I was also the FCS president. Yeah. And any of my classmates there, they would tell you that Enoch he loves singing. He sings anyway. In my bedroom, right, we are eight, right? And from my room, every Saturday, because Saturday is like a free time, I would be on my bed, right? Because I give myself time. From 4 o'clock, that's after our morning devotion, 4 a.m. I mean, that's something I love doing. There are a lot of people in our set that you can just sit down with them and the humor is just easy to flow. They can just make you laugh. They don't force themselves to make you laugh. They can just make you laugh without forcing yourself to. I said, this guy, and in my mind, I'll be like, this guy is like a potential comedian, and he can ease people of depression. You can learn wisdom from a comedian. Your purpose is hidden in what you do. Right? Let me read something for us, sir. I wrote it there. What you love and desire to do naturally is usually what you were born to do. I'll say it again. What you love and desire to do naturally is usually what you were born to do. It's not something that we should go outside our lives to discover. Purpose is a step-by-step discovery. It's a daily work discovery. I may say I can sing now, which I love singing, which it's something that I can do anytime when I'm working. I know that people too do that. Moving forward. Now, greatest book in the world, the Bible, the parable of the talents. So this man wanted to travel, right? Go on a trip. Then his servants, he gave them talents, right? Maybe it's coins or whatever it is, but he gave them talents. And to me, I think that those talents are potentials, right? Yeah. And inside your potential is your purpose. Inside your potential is your purpose. So the master gave these people different quantities of potentials, of talents, right? Then he went, creator. He gave it to you for you to use it and increase it for yourself. What did he say to those ones? Although the quantities were different, he still told them, well done, thou good and faithful what? Servant. Because your purpose, right? Your purpose and your destiny is not in competition with anybody's purpose. He still gave them the same acknowledgement, the same reward. Well done, thou good and faithful what? Servant. So your purpose is not in what? Competition with anybody's purpose. So when you see someone and you start comparing yourself with that person's achievements, what's your own with that person's achievement? What's your own with that person's achievement? Nothing. Not concern you. Not your achievement. It's not your purpose. Focus on your purpose. Focus on your goals. Maybe it took that person 10 years to build it. It may take you 5 years to build yours. It may take you 30 years to build yours, depending on your purpose. The purpose of this pen is to write, right? And the purpose of these sunglasses is to protect you from sunlight. Now, this pen cannot be on your eye. It cannot. It is even illogical for someone to say, I'm using this pen for my eye. But purpose cannot be compared to this guy's purpose. Why? Because it functions differently. Purpose requires planning. Purpose requires planning. Like Bishop David Oyebu says, he says, planning is winning, just as breathing is living. Breathe. You have to breathe to live, right? Yeah. So you cannot plan and not win. And you cannot win without planning. There must be a plan. Think about it. What is the way forward? What do I do with it? How do I work on myself? You write things down. Journal, write it down. And after you write it down, what should you do? It's now a vision. Now you've written it down just like Habakkuk 2. Yes, you are now focused, just like on a track. You can't be looking and then be running. Can't look sideways and be running. You are what? You are focused on the track so that when you focus on that vision, you are running towards it and then you are good to go. Thank you so much for staying to the end. Hopefully, the last episode of this season, my team and I we are going to work on answering anonymous questions from people. We are going to drop the poll for you to ask questions, or we are going to use it through Google Forms. Yes, I think it's the best way to do it. Thank you so much. Share it to any young person that needs it, and hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining.